Yesterday we were talking a very profound, right?
Mm-hmm.
About horror films and the ones that we love very much and we appreciate. And we mentioned several ones like The Witch,
Midsommar.
yeah, Midsommar. I haven't watched that, but I want to watch it with you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, did I say Hereditary already?
Yeah, The Wish. Suspiria.
Hereditary, Suspiria, and stuff. So yeah. Um. Oh, also we today watched The Lighthouse, and I Google it, and they say it is a horror film, but it is not a horror film,
For
right?
me, it's not a horror film. For me, it's like a historic fairy tale, like you said.
Yeah.
Well,
it
you said
is.
only fairy tale, but for me, it's like a historic fairy tale.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's start with Hereditary.
Oof.
That movie is so good. That movie is. I remember. How did this movie came out? Came out. I don't remember.
Yeah, like in 2018.
Yeah. And I remember, and always a movie has marketing. Marketing.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it came out in 2018, and they were saying that it was like the most terrifying movie of
Of this century.
of the century. And they were doing this whole stuff, like this boom about Hereditary, and I was thinking, maybe they're overreacting. Maybe.
Really, you thought that?
Yeah, I thought that.
Because it was the trailers and it was so freaking good.
Yeah. Well, I remember watching the trailer, but I thought it was not worth
I was hyped. I have to say, I was hyped.
yeah. I was not hyped because I am not a big fan of horror films. So,
Really? But why? But then why are we talking about that?
yeah, because sometimes I enjoy watching horror films, but you know that I'm a coward. Like, maybe The Nun, I wouldn't watch that.
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't watch The Exorcist.
Me neither. Me neither. But I remember we were watching Hereditary, and it is not like it's not the typical horror film where it's just jump scares, you know. It is more like
Psychological horror.
yeah, it is psychological horror, man, and it is very very well made.
Well, for me, all the characters, I loved them. The mother is like she's...
Very well made.
Well, for me, all the characters, I loved them. The mother is like she's touched by her past and by her control. Yeah, her mother was really controlling, so she's like touched by that. In the movie, she says that she didn't want her mother to get too close to the son.
Mm. Yeah.
And then when she has Charlie, the girl, then she allows her mother to take her and to breastfeed her, which is really weird because she's an old woman, but well. Okay. And yeah, it's about the mother in grief. We can see that when the grandmother dies, she's like really... She doesn't know how to grapple with the reality of her mother dying.
Yeah.
She's like, what do I do now?
Like she's like blocked, right?
Mm-hmm. Because her mother was too secretive and her mother was a bitch, really. Sincerely, she was such an awful mother. Or the way the movie presents her, it presents her to be like a neglecting mother, or at least I understood that she was neglecting. Well, that's what I love about the movie. You never know if that's truly what's happening or if it's about mental illness.
Like a kind of family is like a kind of society, and you can see how they after the death of Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't say person to person, the things, until the mother, breaks down, with that scene where she yells at the son.
Yeah.
but before that, you felt like they were tearing apart without
Yeah.
telling each other. You know, like they
Yeah,
were.
well, since the beginning of the movie, they were like really apart because Charlie was like in her world.
Yeah.
The father was too like a stone. The mother is concentrating in her figures and in her projects,
Yeah. In her work.
in her work, and she's not like, oof, I love you so much, boys. Let's have dinner. No, she's cold as ice,
Yeah.
and I don't blame her. That's the fantastic thing about the movie. I understand her. I mean, how could she be a loving mother when she's afraid of being what her mother was?
Yeah, definitely. You know that is also a very good character development right there.
Yeah.
Right there. It's a very good one.
Yeah, obviously. Well, yeah, the mother makes me feel sad because at the end she gets possessed. So it's horrible. I mean, it's like she ends up becoming what she was meant to be. She didn't want to end up like that, but at the end she ends up the way she didn't want to, the way she was afraid to, and that's why Hereditary is so uh, Exorcist slash
Yeah, so terrific.
yeah Exorcist slash 20th century because it's horrible. I mean, it's something we can all identify with.
Yeah, she ends up. Mm,
Possessed.
she ends up being the bad guy, man.
Yeah, and he tries to kill his son.
Yeah. Also, best scene for you, like best part for you. Mine was when I don't remember, but she is in the living room and the husband comes, comes behind her. And then out of nowhere, her husband just, how do you say it? He catch fire.
Yeah, he catches fire.
What caught my attention there is that evilness and madness, which is the principles of a horror film. Sometimes they are like hide. Like for example, the nun is hiding from the character, and and then I don't know, the nun does a jump scare and whatever. But in that scene, the madness and the evilness and the enemy is very straight up. It's very straight to the point. Like it's not shy, it's not hiding, it's right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, and also the acting of
Tony Collette.
yeah, the acting of Toni Collette was amazing, and that scene was like, wow. The first time we saw it,
She represents so many things.
yeah,
Guilt, coldness, a really sensitive person that's trying to hide all of her
Yeah.
emotions. Yeah, it's a lot of heart-wrenching and gut-wrenching guilt.
yeah, a lot of emotions, man.
She's like blaming herself all the time because she wanted to kill. I don't remember quite well if she wanted to kill specifically only a son or also Charlie. No, it was a son only. Well, but maybe she unconsciously knew that her mother wanted to do that, and maybe that's why she tried to burn her son alive.
Yeah. Also, we have to give a little bit of recognition to Alex Wolff. I'm seeing her, seeing here that he performed Peter Graham, the son, and he did a really good job.
Yeah,
man.
he did a really amazing
He did
job.
a really, really good job being that that son, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like the look that he did, and the scene where the mother is, she's yelling at him and telling him what he did and telling him the truth.
Yeah, I also like that.
Yeah. Also, we can see that, refreshing memories here, that he was a very troubled, teenager.
Yeah. Well, they really were a cold family, even before Charlie's death.
Yeah.
Because he takes her to the party and he's like, "Oh no, I don't want to take you." It's not like a relationship that's a relationship based in love and trust. No, it's like they're strangers. He and his sister, Charlie and him.
Definitely.
Well, what can I say about the father? The father is like I got the feeling that he yielded a lot of time before the movie starts. Like he surrendered. The whole movie is like a ghost. Like he's not like, hey kids, I'm going to help you out. Or he's not like, oh dear wife, I'm going to kiss you and make everything be alright. He during the entire movie is like he's just watching. He's just like
Like
an spectator.
yeah, exactly. He's just a public. He's just watching everything.
Yeah, I mean, but I also understand him. It's not like a critique or something. I understand him. I mean, he's like trapped.
He's just tired.
Yeah, tired.
He's
I
tired.
got the feeling that he was trapped in this marriage. He's
Yeah.
tired because this is not his mother. This is his mother-in-law. So he doesn't understand the dynamics between her own wife. Sorry, his own wife. He doesn't understand quite well the dynamics between his own wife and his mother-in-law, and yeah, he's like weary of the situation, weary of being left apart. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Good film.
Yeah,
Good
amazing.
film. Amazing film.
And oof. Well, I never understood Charlie. I don't know if she was like from what I could understand from the movie, she was possessed by Paimon, and she acted two weird things to that. But I didn't understand. I mean, she was like depressed. She was like shut down. I don't understand.
Me neither.
Yeah. Oh my god, when she is dead and then they make the seance and they start talking with her and she starts screaming and telling her mom and her family, hey, where you are? I'm here, I can't see anything, I'm so scared. It's so horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible because you hoped in seances you hope to find peace. You hope to find with Teresa Caputo. You hope to find like peace. You hope to be peaceful. To know that your loved ones are going to be alright and they're going to be okay and they're going to be in heaven with God, or they're going to be in reformatory or in rehab, like doing things to enter heaven. But no, she was like in a dark place. Was it Charlie? Or was it a demon taking her voice? It was really scary, knowing that. Well,
Yeah.
she wasn't alright. She was maybe in a dark place without knowing. I mean, it's not like death is going to free them, like in some movies. Here, it's just, I mean, just another ride or another stop in the horror lane.
Yeah. Also, this whole sequence of shots where she is getting allergics by the peanut
Mm-hmm.
cake. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I think
the
it was
peanut.
peanut, right?
Yeah, it was peanut.
Yeah. Also the performance of her, and also all these sequences made, I don't know about you, but it made me feel really drowned because she was
Yeah.
drowning.
Mm-hmm. Got the feeling that except
Yeah,
like,
drowning.
yeah, like control. Well, we know it because when they go to the party, there is a shot about the post, and the post has a mark of payment. So yeah, they were planning on doing that. But I don't know. I kind of feel like they're superhumans or like the wizards or something. They can control reality because it was too planned. I mean, it was in that exact post. It's like they can control reality. They can control what happens or what does not happen. It's weird. It's like they're an omnipotent presence.
Yeah.
Well, as I told you yesterday, the movie is so scary because number one, family. You can't escape it. You can't. Shit.
You can escape family.
No, you can't. You can never escape your family.
Yeah.
You cannot. I mean, you're always going to have that blood.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to like kill yourself to take the blood away, and obviously you will be dead. So it's not good. And
Yeah.
it's no good. So yeah, it's about that. It's about also mental illness. I never knew if that was real or if that was just something that the mother invented because we know that in her family there was a history of mental illness.
Mhm.
Like her brother, the brother of Toni Collette's character, killed himself when he was an adolescent because he thought that her mother was trying to make people into him.
Mhm.
So yeah, we never. I don't know. It's really weird. We never know it if it happened or if it didn't happen. But either way, it's horrible. Be
Yeah.
it demons or be it mental illness, it's like the same.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if it is called production design or I don't know, but the house, like the colors of the house, you remember? You know that felt that house represented like loneliness and boring and
Hmm.
I don't know, every room was so boring.
Yeah,
I don't know. And also you felt, I don't know, lonely.
yeah, cold.
Yeah, that's the word. Cold. Didn't feel like a, nice home, cozy home. It didn't feel like that.
No, no, no. It felt empty,
Yeah, definitely.
devoid of meaning.
Yeah.
Um, the end got to me because watching the mother decapitated, um, praying to Paimon in Peter's body, it was so horrible. I mean, watching mother and daughter, she never could do anything. I mean, she was such a likable character, such an empathetic character, and she couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah.
Her whole family was destroyed. And what I love about these films and Midsommar, like, also calls back to that. What I also love about these kind of films is that you feel like the world ends in that moment, because literally
Mm.
you can see a shot of the cabin, of the shack, of the treehouse. Yeah, of the treehouse, and outside the treehouse is only darkness. It's like the world has been reduced to just that.
Yeah.
And in Midsommar, well, I don't know if we'll talk about that later, but in Midsommar, a spoiler is that, well, for you, a spoiler will be that you get that same feeling, like the world ends, like it's an apocalypse. There's nothing else after that. The story ends. It's not like, for example, for me, like Shrek or BoJack Horseman, that are stories that, or you know, too many stories that left you with the feeling that the story goes on after you stop watching. No, these ones tell you, oh, for me, they they made me believe that that was the end. There was nothing else, and that's so
Yeah.
gut
There
wrenching.
was no more hope.
Yeah, there was no more hope. Exactly, there was no more hope. There is. It's not like I feel that's so gut wrenching because the police could come and they could find it and they could kill the sex. Well, not kill them, but make them pay. They could take them to jail or something like that. Or not the police, but maybe somebody. I mean, um, a detective could investigate a paranormal guy, a paranormal investigator.
Mm.
But no, you feel like that's the end. Nobody's going to save them. Yeah, it's like Dead by Daylight for me, because in Dead by Daylight, I've read the the stories about the killers, and it's horrible. I mean, the whole dynamic of Dead by Daylight is horrible because these innocent people are trapped in that place, in that arena, and the story is about that the destined and fated to repeat that same game over and over again
Yeah.
until they're broken. And in fact, the assassins, the killers, were like them. So that's the horrible part. That make characters of the game, the characters of the game, like Meg or Dwight, they could end up being killers themselves without no hope because it doesn't matter what they do, they'll always wake up beside the fire, beside the bonfire.
Mhm.
So yeah, Dead by Daylight and Hereditary for me, they've got that same feeling.
Yeah, it's like this phrase that um it's like this phrase that Joey Pesci said in a almost like a final scene in The Irishman. It is what it is.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Yeah,
You know, the end.
yeah, it's the end. Hmm. The music is amazing.
Oh, the soundtrack.
At the
Wow.
beginning, well, the main thing at the beginning is like,
So good.
yeah, in the beginning it's like calm and it's like magical and fairies and it takes you, it's like holistic, like self-help, something like that. Go to the stars and make yourself happy. But no, then then deep voices appear, like demon voices. Like, well, they, for me they weren't demon voices. For me they were like the voices of, for me they represented like the voices of the cold
Of the gold.
of the cold, yeah, of the cold members. Praying to the gods in the deep, calling for the demon gods, praying for love, for rich, for yeah, um, for wealth, for richness, for this and the other, and then these like bells start ringing, and I feel like, yeah, it's like they're making a fucking um, ritual, and then this acute voice, this acute sound appears, and you feel attacked. For me, that sound didn't sound like a demon because generally demons are like deep voiced in our
Yeah.
culture, but it sounded like an alien. It sounded like if you opened,
Maybe like a monster?
yeah.
Like a monster.
Well, for me, when I listened to that the first time, and the only time I've ever listened to that, um, for me it was like opening a cave, making a ritual at night and opening a cave,
Mm.
and then something coming out. Not necessarily as I already said, a demon, but like a monster, like something that you cannot understand, like a Cthulhu Lovecraftian creature. Something that's not really evil in the Christian or in the, yeah, in the more moral sense of the word, but something that you cannot understand and that's going to fuck you up. And it's like a presence that overwhelms you.
Yeah.
You feel like,
Overwhelmed.
yeah, uh, you feel like a wave has just gone over you, and that this wave is trying to drown you.
Yeah.
You feel attacked.
Like, yeah, you feel attacked, and also it's like this negative energy is surrounding you.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and it's trying to enter you. It's trying to see you. It's trying to wash you. It's trying to,
It's watching you.
yeah, it's trying to taste you. Something like that.
Yeah, it is.
Me, especially, it was like ancient. I felt that it's so amazing because that sounds so ancient. You feel like small. It made me feel small.
Mm.
I felt small. I felt like I couldn't compete with that. I couldn't fight.
It.
Exactly. I couldn't fight it. I mean, if I was an actor or an actress inside the movie, if I was Tony Collette, if I was Nate Wolf, I would really listen to that, like they did in Joker, because it really makes
Yeah.
you feel. It really puts you in the mood.
It really puts you in the mood. That's right.
Yeah.